Now, a day after Justin Trudeau's Deputy and Finance Minister Freeland tendered her resignation, citing differences with Justin Trudeau, reports are now doing the rounds that Justin Trudeau is mulling resignation as the Prime Minister. So, while speculation is rife that Trudeau is mulling resignation with just months to go for the elections in Canada, it's NDP leader and former ally Jagmeet Singh who's also called on Justin Trudeau to tender his resignation as the Prime Minister. So these are reports in Canadian media that Justin Trudeau has been facing a lot of pressure to tender his resignation amid the growing discontent within his own Liberal Party. In fact, listening to that statement that came in from Jagmeet Singh, NDP leader and former ally of the Liberal Party that is in power in Canada.
Right now, Canadians are struggling with the cost of living. I hear it everywhere I go. People cannot find a home that they can afford. They can't buy their groceries. And on top of that, we have Trump threatening tariffs of 25%, which put hundreds and thousands of Canadian jobs at risk. And instead of focusing on these issues, Justin Trudeau and the Liberals are focused on themselves. They're fighting themselves instead of fighting for Canadians. And for that reason, today I'm calling on Justin Trudeau to resign. He has to go.
Premiers are an essential part of what needs to be a Team Canada effort when it comes to responding to the challenge from the United States. That's why the Prime Minister has led 2 meetings with the premiers of the provinces and territories, and there will be many more.
All right, so that was Freeland's statement just before the exit as the Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. It said that Justin Trudeau has been facing a lot of pressure, not just from the opposition, but from MPs in his own party to tender his resignation. And a quick look at other stories that we are tracking. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu has confirmed that the country is looking at doubling its population in the critical region of Golan Heights. The territory situated between Israel and Syria has been a matter of conflict for several decades now. Israeli troops captured the Golan Heights shortly after the fall of Assad regime. Around 31,000 Israelis currently reside in the area. Previously, President-elect Donald Trump had extended his support for Israeli sovereignty over Golan Heights, though Syria has constantly demanded Israeli troops to withdraw. Meanwhile, Turkey and Qatar have condemned Netanyahu's move of doubling population in the buffer zone. German Chancellor has lost vote in the German parliament. He only secured support of 207 lawmakers out of 733 members in the lower house, while 394 people voted against him. 116 abstained from the motion. Scholz's three-party coalition collapsed earlier when he fired his minority government's finance minister in a dispute over how to revitalize Germany's stagnant economy. In a big statement, White House has confirmed that some North Korean troops have been killed during combat against Ukrainian forces in Russia's Kursk border region. Meanwhile, Ukraine's military intelligence said around 30 North Korean troops were killed or wounded during a battle with the Ukrainian army over the weekend.
I don't know that we have an exact number, but we do believe that they have suffered some significant losses, killed and wounded. But it's difficult for me to put an actual number on it. I wouldn't have put it in this opening statement if we didn't assess that.
After Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland resigned from the position of Finance Minister, Trudeau's longtime friend and ally, Dominic LeBlanc, has sworn in as a new Finance Minister of Canada. Freeland resigned after disagreements with Trudeau over tax policies. She also said that Canada has to take US tariff threats seriously. Trudeau's popularity has plummeted due to concerns over inflation and immigration in Canada.
I, Dominic LeBlanc, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will be truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Finance and Intergovernmental Affairs.
Ousted Syrian President Assad, who was forced into exile by Syrian rebels, has released his first statement after he fled away to Moscow. The former president has said that he never intended to step down or seek refuge and was prepared to fight terrorism. Assad also said that he intended to clarify misinformation and fake narratives. The former Syrian leader and his family have been given political asylum in Moscow as the properties in Syria continue to be raided and demolished by the angry mobs.